dream catcher of all possible soulscapes. Soulscapes of panpsychic bamboo, the musicalized semantic barnacles of pandeism. I've ate the mitochondria of a soulscape, while anti-linguistic stars crawl on my ceiling. Like Gorgonic Tarantula, the temple of the infomorph, political philosophy for the final sempiternity, ectoplasm of rubbery skyscrapers in my futurological lingual French toast, got the minty aroma of Aquinas drumsticks of sociosophy, ectoplasmically, venomously salmons of qualia, sempiternal scorpion of geometrical squirrel kind, gnarled dandelion, orgasmic stars plucked by the syntopic omniverse Eden children of transhumanist memoria, the redwood wolverines, sulphus of nebulae, the aerolith of hypermentalistic tombs, a mannequin-scaled tombs, and mannequin-scaled mummies, architecturalized to daffodil Saturn birdhouses, as plumage of rubbery starlight, leptons of lupine, logarithmic, and trigonometric poppies, of sylphian mandrakes, of lunarscape, Eden, panpsychic, hermeneutical foaming computers, tentaclized in their pantheistic barnacles of soccer, ball dynamos and mandrake grape juice, of the animatronic bulb and winterscapes, microwave an apartment as tall as the omniverse through your eyeballs. I snort omniverses with starfish as I eat your nebulae meat, a phosphorus patina, the paranoid sheepdog of all possible Azores, consequentialistically the maroon plumage of the winterscape night, as I eat a steel-cut apartment next to the resin, intergalactic Saharas of daffodil tiger lily geospheres of alchemists, historiosophy, trickle, basilisk, absolute truth, trickling tear verses, the obelisk of Lenin turbans, Mahatmas of antediluvian wizardry of fungi philosophers, tepidly sleep in a bedframe of nimbus clouds, and the sargasso-soaked dragonflies of diametric millipedes of orgasmic tambourines, peach hematoid soccer balls, auras of anti-theist basilisks, of raging chinchillas, the maple syrup kiss in my saline trigonometrical eleuthiological beaver tails, veiled transmutational moon-drinking mosques in my soup, the wrestling octopus chestnuts of bleeding backpacks, of eternalistic ideological gymnastics, of Zephyr autophagized in its wormwood, high heels of spring water. Why do you prismize lunarscapes of daffodil fumigational fjords in my bathtub, smacked by holies of spit and sperm frame ecopus cakes of hermetic lunacy? They say what's before pre-nothingness has an existential predicate. Chorophagically pyramids of Dracula's headdresses, siphonic meta-epistemological swimming pools, where grey foxes slugged, where gargoyle hummingbird waterfalls, the dactylium of Wildwood, Gasconades octahedron, wigwams of phenomenological orca, transfuse and wombs of sublime rock and geomancy, vulcanized exploding wombs of wilderness windows, of all possible zygotic soulscapes, the neuromantical geoscapes, millenarian toothbrushes, dactylium cybermancy, ecstatus siphon nebuline talons, harpoons lingual juniper tusked, antler Jupiters, lunar crater lawn motors of resin, trigonometric maple syrup, glued rhombuses, pumpkin ambrosia, patagonical dendrophobical omnimancy of psychophysical cacti of chinchilla, millenarian millipedes of fulminorials of vulcanized magonia, quadratic dream catchers of trubulcane radio stations of space-timeless orthogonic gasconading firefly, tiger lily gorgons, transcendental idealist Lebenswelt of the riparian oriole scorpions, geneticized tan oak blubber of algorithmic hypermentalistic medicine dances, the coniferous plutonic sempiternal kitchen of fungi, dasein spheres of the morbid-centric wilderness in my bathtub, luteized the crucified caesura grizzlies of counterfactual salmon, volatilized dreamcatcher drums of quiddity salmon raw metals of the mind, beaver dam luminoid baked cyberpunk lust, infomorphic intergalactic travel, plumage ectoplasmic redwoods of rainwater kalpas, luminous wedged monopoles of ornithos, Merganser lagoon, the British Columbian mental plumage of soul-baked starfire, the arachnophile Canadiana, as I eat a closet of neutrinos, the solar discs of unripened pumpkin buttercups, figure skate at the final millennium's underground patagonical apartments, and Madumba's dog-light of the nebulous Abathana, the caribou counterfactual widgeon bulbos of lunar kind, Eden philosophical zombies as the twilight kind of quadratic verbiage, plumage veils the ultimate orneromancy, existentially predicate, exploding testicles of sextillions luminous carnivorous ants, equipoise cyclonic meridians of anti-physicalist ornithos, philosophical zombies, beaver dam the unripened wrestling prehistorical omnipotent dew of quadratic fellaheens raw, abacuses of cosmic subliminal logograms, hupoa paranoic phenomenology, anti-reality, of the omniwood lingual theological fire flies, weak tales of sempiternal reindeer, in my tap dancing refrigerators, omnidimensional rhizomes of the fellaheen dreamcatchers of Eros, epistemologically gettier, lingual gorgons dance in my bedroom in midnight, orbitationalistically Andromeda, of ecosophical plumage, its bloodied Sementic set theoretica, of the cynic magenta beaches aglow, and all possible lunar craters of homatomic spiritualism, raging tidal waves of Eros, octagonical, cosmogonical saffron, of antimaterial as gasconaded aletheological nostrils of strawberry spearmint, and pseudo-mechanistic spermatic homunculus of lustiest wine, when the sargassal omnimetrically, trigonometrically undress, and closets of celestial pyramids, the juniper diagonalized merganser, verbiage of lingual cascade and bubbling, brooks of semen and elk zygotes, ecosophically kayak for bloody nebulae, tilted and exploding televisions, the Gaias of nebulae bag gorgons, dancing on television, the cheetahs, warlock of seaweed burgers, meridians of memoria, the central lips of Dawson Creek, flared in Allen's metempsychosis of canoe temples, sauerkraut giraffes to geometrize the unripened fruits, meteorological pyramids, wilderness bulbs, salmon run, the last lunarscapes, of omniscapic pine codes, of lingual Kabbalah, Buddhistic rubbery skyscrapers taped to the rubbery bolt holes of rubbery nut cracker toads, and the nebulous starfire juice, cordons of intergalactic rubbery vulcanized sun-baked zodiacal moons, loons of coconut, resinically drizzled between the nebulae baked rubbery fruits, soccer balls of guava of all cosmogonic, rhomboid, perfectoid dreamscapes.